And then, the second thing I wanted to talk about is, don't waste your time in the matrix, because it is so, and what I mean by the matrix, you guys remember the matrix. In the matrix, there is all of this fake stuff that is out there, and then what's outside of the matrix is what is the reality, right? And I actually that analogy came from my client Rashid, and he compares the program to what's outside of the matrix. There's a lot of conflicting advice out there. And as human beings, we tend to get sucked into the scams because we want those quick wins. Rather than doing the simple things consistently and being patient with the results. So, you can take those, magic weight loss tablets, and you can do those juice cleanses, and maybe you'll temporarily, get a quick win, but that's not what helps people lose weight. What helps people lose weight is doing things the right way, having proper diet, having proper nutrition, following the right system. There are a lot of, scams that out there, and don't waste your time on those scams.
One thing that is a shock is that everything that is out there is not true. Nothing applies to what you actually want to do. So one of the greatest things of working with smart people, and there's a lot of smart people in this group, is learning how to crack the system, just to think, not only to think, but to act outside of the box. So then you realize that it's a parallel world with other rules and other actions, and you're going outside the system, and you're finding things and seeing things that no one would have shown you, when you were in a conventional environment. So I would say there are a lot of myths busted when you start working in this program. You can see that all the things that you were told about searching or growing your career are way different. Simple things such as how to write a resume, and that a resume has to be like really simple or ugly, even ugly, or that you have bots watching your job application. So you realize that none of that matters when you start doing things like from the right approach. It doesn't matter how you want to approach your resume, or how to apply to surpass those bots. So they don't exist. The right approach is being really honest with yourself. Like, if you are going through what actually is right for you, and you're aiming to a position in which you can actually contribute and do a greater good, then you're gonna get it. That's the right approach. Not getting rid of all pretensions and masks. That's a hard thing to do, but that's the most effective approach, and the one that will make you happier. In a conventional environment.
So, you can waste time doing things the wrong way, or you can save time doing things the right way. And that is what I teach my people in my community. So here's another thing that is important when it comes to avoiding burnout. Find your focus to drive productivity. People sometimes complain to me and say, oh my God, I don't have time. But here's the deal, when you find the intersection of your passion, what you're good at, what you love, what you can get paid for, what the world needs, that's going to drive you to be productive. You have something to look forward to. And I'm going to, show you in my client's words, Simone, how that helped her.
when I met you, it took a short time for me to find a job. Before that, it was taking me a long time, right? And I'm like, oh, maybe I should apply here, apply there, and thing. But you helped narrow me down to this is what you're good at. Focus on that. Put all your energy into that. You're
Wow.
good at that. You know,
Mm.
and doing those exercises um helped guide me along that way. So it wasn't just because of what you said, but because of the exercises. And then you're like, okay, well, it looks like if this is where you should be going.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. So I see a lot of people wasting time, applying to a gazillion jobs. And if only they knew what they really wanted, they wouldn't waste their time. Because when you find that job that's your sweet spot, that is in that intersection, and it's a Japanese term called ikigai, the job that you're really good at, you're competent at, the job that you really love, the job that creates that social impact that you want, believe me, you're going to find time to do whatever it takes to basically get there.